Now that we know how to justify our steps in a proof, let's think about how to write a simple proof. Right, so in this proof, we're given that lines x and y are parallel. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. In real life, I would probably copy this diagram onto a piece of paper. And we want to prove that these two angles are equal. Okay, I'm going to look through my available justifications, and then I'm going to make a plan. What methods do we have available to us right now that show us that two lines are equal? Let's see. The vertical angles property shows us that two lines are equal. Linear pair, no, that shows us that lines are supplementary. Oh, do we want to show that they're equal or that they're congruent? Okay, that's even better. So, if lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. And consecutive interior angles are supplementary. We don't want that one. The ones that might help us is if lines are parallel, then alternate interior are congruent. If lines are parallel, then alternate exterior are congruent. And if lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are congruent. Looking at these two lines, though, if I think of x and y as parallel lines, and then this line as a transversal, angles 4 and 8 are alternate exterior angles relative to that transversal. And we know that x and y are parallel. That was given. So I'm going to say x and y are parallel. That was given. If we just click Send to Proof, that's going to put x is parallel to y into our proof, with the reason being given. And I think that then we can say right away that angle 4 and angle 8 are congruent. So I'm going to send that statement into my proof. Why? Those are alternate exterior angles. If lines are parallel, then alternate exterior angles are congruent. I need to say what line I used. That has to be what line told me that those lines were parallel. And now I'm going to submit that line of my proof. It accepted that line. We'll click Check to submit our answer. And that's correct. Okay, let's see another example of this. So here I'm given that angle 6 is congruent to angle 2. And I want to conclude that these two lines are parallel. Again, I'm going to look through my reasons, and I'm going to see which reasons let me conclude that two lines are parallel. Corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. Or consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Okay. Well, for these two lines relative to this transversal, angle 6 and angle 2 are corresponding angles, right? They're both below and to the right, the point of intersection. So I'm going to send my given to my proof, and then I can immediately conclude that these lines are parallel. Why? Corresponding angles are congruent, so the lines are parallel. And again, line 1 is what tells me that the corresponding angles are congruent. Validate the line is valid, check the answer is correct. In the next video, we'll see some slightly more involved proofs where we have to write more than one step.